60 miles an hour head on, cartwheeled several times down the bank. And of course, the truck was slowing down. This happened right in front of him, so he was slowing down. I got out of the car, ran back up to her. Fortunately, she was right side up. I told her to turn the ignition off. She was responsive. She did that. She had a toy poodle on her lap. She was clutching the dog. And it was very obvious that what she was messing with was the dog. And whether it was sitting on her lap or whatever she was doing, she had been driving without a problem for 25 miles, but just that moment where she drifted off the side of the road and realized that she needed to make a correction and made an overcorrection caused a terrible, terrible accident. She was very fortunate not to be badly injured. I've seen this over and over again. I think that what we do when we pass legislation like this is we set a benchmark for people to observe. So yeah, it's not going to cure everything. I don't know what the penalties would be, but it sends a message to the public that we want you to stop doing this. So that's my comment. It was very recent for me. It's not an unusual thing for me to see, and I think distracted drivers, even though this didn't involve any other car or anything, it's a very serious problem.
Representative Butler.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I agree. I really like this bill. I know that we all are dog lovers, and I know we romanticize the notion of the Labrador's head hanging out the door and all that sort of stuff. But having had a Jack Russell puppy some years ago that I tried to drive with, I realized pretty quickly that it was a horrible distraction, that it was dangerous. And so I bought some crates, and we've traveled Interstate 40 1,000 times, but Patty Pie is crated, and she's safe, and I'm safe. It's a very good bill, and I would be pleased to make a motion at the appropriate time.
I already have Representative Pickett, but Representative Ross, excuse me.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to make a brief comment. First of all, I thank you for the bill, because if we don't get distracted driving under control in this state, fatalities are going to continue to climb. It has reached a point now to where the interstate coming to and from the Piedmont area is closed just about every other day because of an accident. And I drive it, and I can tell you, distracted driving, and I know they say we have a texting law, but the texting law we have is so weak it's not enforced. But I came up on a car just yesterday, in fact, that I could the car was just one lane to the next, back and forth, back and forth. And when I got up close enough to the car to see what was going on, I thought it was going to be another one of those texting incidents that you see every day, hundreds and thousands of incidents like that. But it turned out it was not a German Shepherd, but something very close to the size of a German Shepherd. I couldn't tell if the dog was driving the car or the driver was driving the car. That's how bad this stuff has gotten in some areas. Big dogs in people's laps, hanging out the window. Sometimes, like I said, look like they're actually driving the car. This is a good bill. It's badly needed. I just hope that it's enforceable, because many of the things that we have out there right now are not enforceable, or they're not enforced. So that's my hope for this bill. Thank you.
Representative Warren.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Well, it's always been my intention to vote for the bill, but I was curious because I thought we had a statute on general distraction. And I was just wondering if Representative Eiler would be willing, if we pass this bill on to rules, if he'd be amenable to working with staff on drafting a PCS that is broader in scope, so we don't end up passing one on eating hamburgers or applying eye makeup while you're driving and trying to cover every individual case of distracted driving. Let's just put it to rest.
Representative Warren, we're not PCSing into rules anymore, so it would have to remain here in transportation for us to PCS it.
Is it referral to J1?
It says rules on it, so it is going to judiciary. My fault, excuse me for that, sir. So it could be PCSed into judiciary. I'll let you get with the bill sponsor on that and see what y'all can get worked out.
Okay.
Any other questions? If not, I have a motion waiting. Representative Pickett for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion for a favorable approval of 394, refer to Judiciary 1.
All right, we've all heard the motion. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, like sign. Motion so carries. Ayes have it. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, committee. Thank you, Representative. Is any other business coming before the committee? If not, we're adjourned.